Hello, welcome to my channel. This is my Dare to Win save with Hereford. This is actually episode 33. I may have got the numbers a bit muddled up in a couple of the episodes, but I do apologise for that. But this is definitely number 33. It's going to be a quick one today because we're playing Dagenham and Redbridge away. 7 points between us still. That hasn't really changed over the last 10 or so games. Today we can cut it down to 4 points with 2 games left, and we're not going to win the league, are we? We need a miracle. But I'm going to show this game because it's going to be a good game, hopefully. I know what we'd do is I'm expecting us to be playoffs. I'm expecting us to play 2 playoff games. So I'll play the first one. I will record it, but I won't put it on if we get to the final, if that makes sense. And then I'll just do the final. And if we lose the first one, then I'll just come back and do the season review at the end of the season. Okay, so I'm not going to mess about because there's not a lot to say. There's no transfers as such. Team's pretty much the same. We went through the transfer window with no changes. We've got a couple of injuries. Walker's injured. Fitness on a couple of the players that have been playing a lot. Greenidge is just coming back from injury, so yeah, they're not going to play, are they, today? So the team is the usual starting lineup with the exception of we've got Albinson in goal, and the exception is Sears at right back. Okay, Miles Bungbo, and Miles is different. Sorry, why haven't I changed that back then? Apia needs to be in for Miles. So yeah, Apia, Bungbo, and Richards. Grant in the base of the midfield. Haygarth is covering for. Where is he? Dylan Tate. Dylan Tate's back in. So I did have a couple of changes to make. So Grant, Tate, and Kelly in the central midfield. Reno out left. Green out on the right. Green, bit of good find this season. I've just given him a new contract. And Chukwemeka also on a new contract. Less money than he was on before. So I'm doing something with the wage budget, trying to get it back into line, but it's not happening, is it? So we're going to go positive. I don't know why that was balanced. I must have made a change of that for a difficult away game. Silly me, and not changed it back. So anyway, that's the team. This isn't going to be an easy game, obviously. They're second. They're first. We're second. They're at home. It's going to be a tough game. I'm hoping we beat them to put down a marker. That may have an effect on them then at the end of the season. Who knows? They could go on and lose both games, but we would have to beat them comprehensively here today. I don't really see that happening. I think it's a 50-50 game. We may win it. We may not. What can I say? I want to win. I want to absolutely trounce them 6-0 so that their morale is in the gutter and they lose the next 2 games, which opens the door for us. I'm a bit of a realist. It ain't going to happen, is it? And here we are. We've got a highlight with us with the goalie. Bungbo plays it across the box to Apia, who plays it back across. Oh, please don't, guys. And yeah, we've got it out wide, thankfully, to Richards. Richards up the wing to Reno, who cuts in field. Reno's driving it through, plays it to Chukwemeka, and Tate's run through for the midfield. He's through, and we're 1-0 up. Anything could happen, gents. Anything could happen here. We could do what I'm asking us to do, and that is win big. If we could totally annihilate their morale here, that's our only hope of them slipping up. They've got an easier run in than us. This is the only hope we've got of winning the league, to be honest. So we could come back at, theoretically, if they lose this one and their next game, we could come back and play the final game of the season, which would be almost like a championship playoff, because they would go into it needing to win, and it's 2-0. Sorry, I thought we were away team, we were in the red, but they're in the red, so we're in the white. So yeah, that's brilliant. 2-0 up, 22 minutes gone. Oh, come on, lads. Can dreams come true? I'll put the lottery on tonight for sure if it does. 2-0 up, cracking corner in. He's chucked in about half a dozen goals towards the tail end of the season from corners, so we've obviously tweaked the corners and got something going right there. Good header clear. Bungbo closing down a gap and wings a ball and gets it clear up to Sears. My fullback's my most forward player. Why is that? Gonna have to have a look at that, ain't I? So Kelly over the top. Tate's gonna run onto it again. He comes through this midfield beautifully. Put it away, my son. Oh, so close. So close. And I'm having to adjust myself here. Getting quite excited, but it is only 2-0. We still will be 4 points behind, so they would have to lose their last two games for us to have a hope. But it's such a shame that we throw away silly results when we don't turn up. You know, we've had a cracking season though. I've really enjoyed this season. We've had a lot of shots. I've got outstretched arms, loads of confidence. Come on, guys. I did mess up a team talk and destroy morale on purpose because they went out and won 6-2 in the next game. So, yeah, sometimes if you make out that they're not very good, they set out to prove you wrong, and they did. So, yeah, they won that game 6-2, which was a shock. So yeah, it's a highlight for them. They've played it out wide. We've got nobody there. Plange plays it into the middle, and the header. It's over the bar. That's okay. Keeping an eye here on what's going on. Another highlight deep in their half. They've got it out wide. They've got a long ball forward. Apia should. Oh, he didn't. He backed off. Why did he back off? He wins everything in the centre of the park. That normally means this highlight's going to be a good one for them, doesn't it? When things start to go wrong, they got it wide over. Well, that's a bit wild. That's okay. We'll take that. Apia plays it to Green. Green brings it down, plays it to Tate. Tate's running out wide with the ball, taking his man on. He's cut inside, played it out to Green, who's overlapping. And into the middle. Oh, what a goal! 3-0. Or is he going to give that offside? No, it's counting. Thought for a minute then we were offside. 3-0. And we really are sticking it to Dagenham and Redbridge today. It's what we needed to do. Lovely ball out to Green on the overlap. And Green, a cracking ball across the ground. Schwemka on the... Oh, for one touch, bang. Do you know what I mean? No control, just ran straight onto the ball. Inch perfect pass by Green. And 3-0. And we're 60 minutes in. This is really going to make Dagenham and Redbridge think going into the final two games. They'll probably go out and absolutely annihilate their opposition in the next game, and it'll all be over anyway. I'm expecting playoffs. Dreaming of a championship, but expecting playoffs. And Green is through behind the back. Oh, you give that away. And they've 4-0. And this is what I mean. A good win here. They really could mess this up. You know, we're not out of the woods. They're not out of the woods yet. They've got to pick themselves up after this. They've made a colossal mistake there, which is like I said, I wanted to come out and put 5 or 6 on them. It's 4-0 with an hour gone. Come on, Hereford. And yeah, 4-0. This has been a cracking save. I know we're still only in the national 4th season, but it's been an absolutely cracking save. It really has. It's had everything. It's had drama. It's had good wins. It's had bad losses. I want to get Haygarth on, because I want to try and, even though we're winning here at a trot, I want to keep my players fresh for the next two games. So I'm going to make 3 changes. Let's see how we go. 78 minutes gone. It's still 4-0. Come on, lads. Let's go attacking. See if we can get a 5th. Really rub salt into them wounds. 4-0 a do, but I'm well chuffed with that, guys. What a result. 4-0 at Dagenham and Redbridge. Top of the table they are. This is where I find out they've rested their entire first team for this one, and they're going to romp home for the rest of the season. So, I'm quite smug about that. So we've closed it to 4 points with 6 to play for. Could it happen? Could it really happen? It's not going to, is it? But you can see my latest results there. There's a 6-2 against Torquay after the 2-2 with Hartlepool, which was why I sort of told them they were crap, and they've won every game since. And Dagenham, like I said, they haven't dropped either. You know, they were 3-0 up in the 4-3 win against Southend, got back to 3-3. I thought, here we go, and they grabbed a 90-odd minute winner there. But that's a big one. They've drawn and now lost the last 2 games, so they're on the rocks. Absolutely fantastic. I was going to go for the fixtures. Best way of doing that is here. Oh, not Wrexham. They were last winners. So, next games out of the hat is... We're at home to Dorking. Dorking are 5th. Like I said, we have got an hour to run in Dagenham. And they're at Ebbsfleet. Yeah, and then the final game of the season, I'm at Newport, who are a big adversary of ours. and they've got an home tie against Gateshead. Gateshead. If the next result goes our way, guys, watch his space. Here we go. We're into the final game of the season, or the final weekend anyway at the moment. What did I tell you? So we beat Dagenham and Redbridge 4-0. They then went away to Ebbsfleet, and I'm not going to get it on my schedule, am I? It's going to have to be on theirs. They then went away to Ebbsfleet, where they lost 2-0, which was a shock as Ebbsfleet are down the bottom. So they're finishing off with a game at Gateshead. The title, we're a point behind with a game to go. Okay, we're playing Newport, who are here, and Dagenham and Redbridge are at home against Gateshead, who are here. So I've got the easier of the two games on paper anyway. It doesn't mean anything going into the last game. If we win and they lose, we're champions. So I've got no option but to play this game for you. I was hoping I would have to anyway, because it means that I'm looking a bit smug, but that's because we're in with a shout. My he's not captain, I don't think, at the moment, but he will be soon. He's just signed a new 2-year deal with the club. Dylan Tate rallied his teammates, had a Saturday's game against Newport County by declaring that Hereford could still win a title. We can. I said if we absolutely stuffed Dagenham and Redport, which we did, Dagenham and Redbridge, which we did 4-0 at their place. They've then gone to Ebbsfleet, struggling. Morale-wise, they were in pieces, and they've lost that. So now their morale is going to be even lower after 2 defeats. It's going to be harder for them to get a result now. So yeah, so we've got a team meeting now. We're in danger of undoing our good work. I want to encourage. It's going to go red on whatever I choose, isn't it? I could do without this. Oh, see, I don't want to put him under pressure. I can't see that one because with my limited knowledge of recording stuff for YouTube, it's hidden behind the camera. I could take the camera off, put it back on, but I don't want to challenge. I want to encourage. I did that the other day. Told him we've been playing awful, and they come back on 6-2. Yeah, and I'm going to risk it. Thank you. Outstretched arms, lots of praise. So we got through. That was the first hurdle for the weekend, getting that team chat right. Back to the inbox here. Important dates in May. Tate, congratulate him on winning the award. Absolutely brilliant. He has been phenomenal for us. And I've got, when you look at, I've got 2 of the top 3, or 2 of the top 2 players of the month. I know, yep. Oh, what a surprise. I've actually managed to win that as well. So excellent. Doesn't mean anything yet. Let's hope we win the last game and Dagenham slip up again. So I've got an injury. Lewis Richards I'm not too worried about, because that's going to be, Parks is coming in fit as a fiddle. This is the problem. Miles doesn't play well in defensive midfield to such a degree that I'm actually tempted to do that on the final game of the season and really go for it and give Max Agarth the go. That's why I like this formation, because I can move it around and do what I want with it. Patterson was absolutely phenomenal in the last game. Goal and an assist. After having a dodgy season, he's now averaging 8.32 over his last 5 games. So yeah, so this is going to be the team. We'll have a look when we get there, just in case anything happens between now and then. And there you go, that was Richards that we just caught injured as well. So we're away at Newport. It's not going to be easy. I want to say I'm confident. I am and I'm not. If we play well, we're going to win it. Newport have underperformed all season. We've overperformed again. We're only meant to finish mid-table. I forgot to mention as well. We've been a bit busy in the transfer market, and this is what we've got coming in at the end of the season. Oh, top. I've got no youth set up, have I? I've got no youth player, so I've signed every single one of these on a free transfer. They're all 4.5 star potential, so it makes perfectly good sense to try and sign them. They're not looking like they're not going to be first team players yet, um, but who knows? They're going to be worth a couple of quid, aren't they, when they sign for me? So at worst case, I'll flog them off for 20, 30, 40k each and get a bit of money back that way. Finances, we're still okay there. We've made a bit of profit this month, but overall on the season, we didn't get the FA Cup run we wanted. We always draw a Premiership team at home, don't we, and lose out there. Um, but that's it. Biggest thing for us now is to secure promotion. Okay, we're in a good place. We fought hard all season. Um, we had a bit of a dip mid-season. Otherwise, this would have been wrapped up, and we wouldn't be doing this. We'd be straight into the season review. I just got to check those. I keep forgetting to take them out, guys. Not really a lot of point now. But so I've got Miles who covers the defender centre, defender right, Briscoe striker, defender, a midfield, two defenders, two midfielders, a striker. There's plenty of cover in the striker role now. Although Chukwuemeka he's just got runner up in player of the month, hasn't he? So he's been playing well. So here we go. Not a lot to go through. Big game, big game. We need to win it. I'm confident we're going to win it. We've got quite a good history over Newport's in this save anyway, from what I remember. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So yeah, I can't see the score, sorry guys. I was hoping I'd get the Dagenham, and there it is. Just there. That's the one we need to see about them losing and us winning. So we're in the red today. And could I say potentially our last game in the National, and it's raining. It's rained in nearly every other game. So Apia plays it across to a Bungbo. I have sussed that out, by the way, gents. I kept putting them to no nonsense centre half, just get rid of the ball, and that's what they've done. So, and that's a cat teasing a dog. So hopefully she's going to go away and leave him alone while we're doing this anyway. So Apia picks ball up, plays a nice little ball in behind. Chukwuemeka's onto it. Chukwuemeka, made that a bit easy, didn't he? Straight to the goalie. And here we go. There's still a point in it. Dagenham and Redbridge are 0-0. That's enough for us as long as we can get the win. And there you go. We're 1-0 up. Cracking header at the back post by Ogungbo. And yeah, 1-0. Can we do it? I did say a couple of games ago. It's like winning a lottery, and dreams like this don't always come true. But hey, up. Last game of the season, we're 1-0 up in a game we have to win. A game that Dagenham and Redbridge have to lose. And I believe we're top of the table as it stands, with just over an hour of play left. Well, that's 65 minutes of play left in the season. Green to Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka plays it in behind. Patterson's in. He's going to score. And that's 2-0. 2-0 against Newport at Newport. Come on, guys. All I've got to hope now is that Dagenham and Redbridge are having an absolute mare of a game. Here's the proof. We're top of the league by a point. In the final game, we've come from 7 points behind 3 games ago. Remember that. 7 points behind we were 3 games ago. And here we are, top of the league. Dagenham and Redbridge at home against Gateshead, 0-0. And yeah, Gateshead are 11th. They're playing for nothing, unfortunately. But I just hope they've got enough about them to hold Dagenham and Redbridge. Oh, Dagenham and Redbridge have got us gone a goal up. So there we are, half time. We've totally dominated the game. It looks like it's now not going to mean a lot for us. I couldn't not show this game, could I, though? Last game of the season with what's at stake and what's the potential is. This is just going to play out now, isn't it? There's going to be no more excitement. It's going to be all over. And it looks like we're going to finish second. But Sears picks it up out wide. Oh, done his man beautifully there. Turned on it, played it back to Apia up to Tate. Tate plays it forward to Green. Green looking to play it back to a Pia, but a Pia now, what's he going to do? He's out wide to Sears. We're just keeping the ball at the moment, back to the goalkeeper, up to Bungbo. Bungbo turns on it, plays it out to the other side to Parks. Parks plays it down the channel to Patterson. Is Patterson going to put on a burst of pace? He has. He's stretching his man. He's got the cross in. Back post. Chukwuemeka with the overhead kick. And what a... straight in the keeper's hands, unfortunately. What a goal that would have been, eh? Bungo plays it long. Gives it away, really, unfortunately. But and now we've got to make sure we're not caught... short of the bat, he's offside anyway. Oh, but it's got hit the post and they get away. Oh, he has given it. Normally, if they get that and they don't give the offside, well, I've got an injury, so I'm going to have to make a change here. It's not an injury. He's recovering from a knock. Do I risk it? 66 minutes. I'll give him 5. I'll give him 5 more minutes. So, yeah, let's see how he does. What's happening in the league here? Oh, we're still a point behind. Dagenham are still... they're 2-0 up now, aren't they? So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, I think. We're going to finish runners-up. So if we make it, we'll come back and do the final. But, it was there for a few minutes, wasn't it, eh? The dream was alive. Over the top. The Bungo keeps it clear, Tate. And it's like the guys know it seems to have gone a bit flat. Nevers is through, and that's 2-1. I'm going to make some substitutions now. Give a couple of players a rest, just in case we're going to need them now for the playoffs. Not a great header from a Bungbo. Tate didn't time it right either, and Nevers did. So, yeah, so I'm going to make some changes, I think. Let's get some of the fresh legs on. Try and see this out. It'd be disappointing to throw the result away now. No, they're okay. I'm not going to bring them off. I thought I saw Green. I thought he was injured, but no, he's not. So it looks like it's all my back four that are struggling at the moment. Terence Miles are coming to do a job there, and I'm going to keep Chucky clear for the final. He says confidently. Playoff final, that is, of course. So yeah, it's still here. It's 2-0 to Dagenham and Redbridge. We're in the last 10 minutes of the season. Disappointed, deflated, and it's a post. I thought we were going to do it for a minute there, the way the results were going, and especially after we got the result we wanted, and then they dropped it in the next game. Fair play, they've done well to rally and get back and secure the championship if that's what they've done. Tate picks it up, turns on the ball, and I thought that was going top corner. Unlucky there. And yeah, it's 2-1. It's not over yet, guys. It's not over until I start singing. And it's 3-1. It's over. So yeah, well done to Dagenham and Redbridge. They've won the league. We've come runners up. Disappointed. I'm going to praise the guys. Yeah, they're going to be a bit flat. I've got to pick these up now for the next game. So we've had an amazing end of season. We failed in the end by a point. When you think with 3 games to go, it was 7 points. Been a 2-horse race all season. We had that little slump mid-season which cost us big. Disappointing. And yeah, this was the slump I was on about here. We went about 5 league games without a win. You can't do that and expect to win the title. And yeah, although we finished strong, once we got out of the FA Trophy, our form really picked up. We dropped points there against Hartlepool, which we should really have won. But hey, fantastic end of the season. We can't argue with it, can we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 wins on the bounce. Pushed Dagenham all the way to the end. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to end this episode here. We're going to go away and play the first game of the playoffs. I'm not going to record it, so if we lose, we're out. The season's over. I'll come back and do the pre-season, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed it, please leave us a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, hit that little bell so that you get notifications of when I upload videos, which is every day at midday for the Dare to Win save. Monday to Friday, and then I do upload one at midday on a Saturday. Borussia Mönchengladbach save, sleeping giant.